To keep his wife from aging, the husband spends $50,000 hiring a beautiful nanny to take care of her. However, one day Lisa finds a bracelet on her husband's desk that doesn't belong to her, and she notices her husband always makes secretive phone calls, with an intimate smile on his face each time. She can't hold back anymore and directly confronts her husband, but he denies her suspicions and asks if she forgot to take her antidepressants. It turns out Lisa has suffered from postpartum depression since having twins and tends to overthink things. Lisa immediately calms down. She indeed has no solid evidence, so she drops the matter. The next day at noon, she calls her husband wanting to have lunch together, but Matt doesn't answer his phone, not until his assistant mentions he left a long time ago. Does she get a bad feeling and quickly takes a taxi to her husband's usual restaurant? She actually discovers him coming out with his female secretary, both laughing and talking intimately. For the entire following week, Lisa keeps spotting them together. At this moment, she's finally certain her husband has betrayed her. She feels tremendous pain but doesn't dare confront her husband. Fortunately, the nanny at home comforts her and encourages her to talk with the secretary. But when the secretary learns about this, she insists on explaining that she has nothing to do with her husband. Just then, her husband happens to pass by and witnesses everything. He angrily accuses Lisa of being ridiculous. But how do you explain the bracelet? Her husband admits he doesn't know whose it is either. Since his company has so many people, someone probably brought it back by mistake. As for why he's unreachable for an hour every day, it's because he's meeting with a photographer to design photos, as a memento for her and the kids before moving to Australia. Learning her husband was actually doing this for the family, Lisa realizes her mistake and quickly apologizes. She continues taking the antidepressants her husband buys her every day, but the pills were replaced with other medication by Matt a day ago. And every day after Matt drops her off at work, he doesn't go to the office but returns home instead, because he needs to have an exciting secret rendezvous with someone. And this woman is actually the nanny at home. It turns out the two started their affair 6 months ago, and even planned to take her to Australia to settle down together. On the surface, he comforts his wife saying it's for her and the two kids' sake, but actually it's because the nanny likes it there. To see her every day, Matt has her enter their home as a nanny. So when the nanny learned Lisa suspected her husband, she immediately tipped him off, and even cooperated with staged photos to handle the suspicion. However, this day Lisa finally notices something's wrong.